Blog Talk Radio.
Yeah, old school. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, this ain't for everybody. Some of y'all need to hear this. I know you're in the trenches fighting, but check it out. I'm gonna put it down like this so I can help the saints understand. Everything you're going through is all part of the master plan. Or what? You thought because you got saved everything was gonna be peaches and cream? You better wake up, son. Don't nothing come to a sleeper but a dream. Faith without works is dead. Read your Bible. You know what it said. He who don't work don't eat. Slackers don't get fed. Yeah, Jesus said, he who puts his hands to the plow looks back the same ain't fit. Some of y'all ain't been in the trenches 5 minutes and you about ready to quit. I ain't mad at you. I'm just hitting you with the real. If you died for me and I was still tripping, now how you think that make you feel? Check this out. Deep game. This here's deep. Some of y'all ain't sawing nothing but you started trying to reach. But unto him who is able to possess your fathers by his glory. Struggles might be part of your testimony, but it ain't the end of the story. Now the point is this was prophesied way back in the day. Choir, sing the hook right here and see if the church can relate.
I know we can make it. Oh, we can make it. I know good and well. God can work it out. He'll work it out. Work it out. Yeah, he'll work it out. I know we can make it. We can make it. I know good and well. God can work it out. Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Yeah.
Thinking not strange, the fiery trials are to try you. You say, why you? But your church say, what would Jesus do? Why you asking if he ain't trying to do what he's saying? He told you he was going to have tribulations, but you thought he was playing. 1 minute you're telling how good God is and can't nobody beat the talk. The next minute you're backsliding so fast, look like you're moonwalking. Oh yeah, I'm preaching to myself because I ain't no better. It ain't like I've been following his every word, obeying it to the letter. So we soldiers, we got to remember that. Regroup, stay on point. Yeah, bow down, confess, repent, stay humble, let him anoint. It ain't easy as I thought it was. I'd be lying if I told you that. But it's showing up getting better all the time. Trust me, that's a fact. Ain't nothing we going through that can't be handled. God put that on his son. Like they say, you can shout now if you want to, because the battle's already won. So while you're going through the valley, don't even trip. You're going to be on top. Choir, sing the hook line one more again. This time you don't stop.
I know we can make it. We can make it.
Yeah, we're going to pump the brakes right there, because I know we can make it. I mean, we're living in a time of some crazy times, and I know every time you turn on your TV, you turn on your radio, you hear some crazy-ish. Boy. But I know we're going to make it because Big Boy upstairs said we are. And that's my belief, and I hope it is yours too. Welcome to the show. This is your host, Lamont Patterson, and you are listening to Can a Player Play? We take pride in bringing you a very, very interesting shows, interesting subjects, sometimes subjects people don't even want to talk about, but we ain't scared of nobody, and we're going to bring you some shows of interest. Hopefully they'll help and touch somebody somewhere out there in the world, because, each one teach one. Today, we have the pleasure of having this young man on the show, Mr. Anthony Elder, and we're going to be talking about 2DamnFat. So we're going to be talking about it because other countries, they feel like America's too doggone fat. So we're definitely going to talk about that. And with that being said, let me see if our guest's in the building. Mr. Elder, are you with us?
I'm in the building. I'm ready to talk about 2DamnFat and get going on this platform for you and let your listeners know that we are too fat in America. The rest of the world's skinny.
I know they be doing the most. Give me a brief second, Mr. Elder. Let me give you a brief introduction. Today we have Mr. Anthony Elder, who earned a master's degree in management from Cambridge College. At a later age, he continued life not caring or noticing how he was treating his body by gaining so much weight. A freak and embarrassing accident changed his perspective, and now he's ready to share his journey as an author to other top-selling books, Your Intangible Assets, 5 Simple Ways to Success, and Winner Within is in You. Mr. Elder is a real-life motivator and life coach, gathering lifelong experiences to share nationwide. His biggest accomplishments thus far is bringing his newest life-changing message to baby boomers and the Generation Y of getting healthy before it's too late. Obesity is no laughing matter, and although we can hear fat jokes all day, it's never funny when you're the person trapped inside of an obese. And again, welcome, Mr. Elder.
Thank you very much, Mr. Patterson, for having me on your platform. I'm I'm here to hope to deliver this message to your listeners so they can understand and beat this obesity and join me, like I say, with my 2DamnFat soldiers. Once a person joins me, I call them a 2DamnFat soldier because it's a war against this obesity. And we got to start winning these battles so we can win the war.
That's definitely the case. Starting out, can you tell us how big you were when you knew that you were tired of being fat?
How big I was? I was 364 pounds. My waist was a size 54. I wore a size 5X shirt. I was a big guy, too big for my own body. I was morbidly obese. I was killing myself slowly. Like I tell a lot of people, when you're that fat, you are committing self-suicide. And that's what I was doing to myself. And when I went to my doctor back in 2017, he told me that he couldn't give me any more pills to help me with my diabetes, my high blood pressure. He couldn't do it anymore. But I was there because of what happened to me. I had a freak accident. I fell down and hit my head, and I had a concussion. And when I was laying down in the ground in the cold, I started thinking to myself, I said, if I would have been lighter, I could have not fell or hit my head. I could have skipped or made a move or something. And that started to resonate with me. And I said I had to do something about it. Then the icing on the cake, and I hate to use the word cake because I don't like to eat sweets now, but the icing on the cake was when I went and seen my doctor, and he told me that my sugar was 390. My blood pressure was 170 over 90. He said, you're killing yourself. I have to give you insulin so you can go home. Wow. Right then and there, I had an aha moment. I woke up and I said, I have to do something different. I have to. He gave me a time frame. He said, you'll be dead in 5 years if you continue to eat like you're doing and continue to do the things that you're doing. That's an aha moment. You wake up right then and there, and you say to yourself, what am I going to do different? Because I tried all the things before to try to lose weight, acupuncture, guys to bypass, psychiatrists, everything, trainers, they didn't work. So I said, those that didn't work, I can't try them again. I want to try something new. And I started to look at it and analyze, what did I do wrong? How can I make this now a success story so I can live longer than 5 years? And I started to write down everything I did every day, what I ate, what I was doing, and it started to be a journal. And that's how I came out with the 2DamnFat book, 2DamnFat. I told myself the truth, and that truth helped me set free.
It's amazing. You had mentioned diets don't work, and I know for a fact people start on diets every other week, and they stay on them 2 days.
Diets don't work. You 2 days. That's longer than normal. I've seen sometimes you're only on for a couple hours. That's all they do. They're only on there for a little while. When a person tells you that they're on a diet, it's going to be a failure. You have to be on a lifestyle change because obesity has to be conquered by changing your lifestyle and not losing weight, but releasing weight. And that was my key component of helping me defeat obesity. I'm going on 2 years of beating obesity. Last week I was at my PC doctor. My sugar, like I told you, was 390, 103. Mm-hmm. My blood pressure, 106 over 70. Now, I'm going to have my final test Monday night. I'm going into the hospital, have sleep apnea test to show and finally prove that I have beaten all the diseases I had when I was 2DamnFat. I don't have sleep apnea no more. I don't stop breathing. I did have the worst case on record in the hospital that I had my test about 8 years ago. I had stopped breathing 101 times. So, wow. This is going to be my conclusion. Monday night when they go in there and take the test, and they're going to say, you don't have sleep apnea no more, then I'm going to write my next book, You Just Fat. So I'm going down and just showing everybody that this can be done. This will be a win-win for you if you listen and follow my instructions. I tell people all the time, just remember this. Don't lose weight, release weight. But it has to be a step. There's 9 steps that I define that will help you beat obesity. They're easy. They're easy because I know what it is to be morbidly obese. I know what it is not to be able to tie your shoes. I know what it is to not be able to walk up a flight of stairs. I know what it is not to be able to pick up your kids, grandkids. I know what it is to shop at the big and tall store and they still don't have your size. I know how it feels to be fat.
Yes, you definitely sound like you do. One question right here. I never really associated sleep apnea with a weight issue.
Yes, it is a weight issue because what happens is that you're getting so fat, your body parts are starting to clog up on you. You follow they're swelling up because your body is too big. Your lungs is trying to push 300, 400 pounds. Now listen, I don't snore anymore. I do not stop breathing when I sleep now. But I want to have the documentation through my medical doctor that I no longer have it. Because everything I have done, I have facts and proven. If anybody's out there in the medical field, they know what the MIB is, the Medical Information Bureau. So I can pull up and show you my medical records. I'm showing you I am beating obesity. It works. 2 years. 2 years. It works. Most programs, like you just said, a diet lasts 2 days. So if you follow my instructions,
go
ahead.
That's just with the people that I know. They start a diet and they last for 2 days, and you never hear about it anymore. Well, how did you get started? I mean, what happened that actually got you started?
I got started because I got sick and tired of being fat. There was no personal trainers, no medical operations, no fad food diets, no programs, because none of them work. When you use those programs, you'll lose, and I say lose, I'm going to interchange it because I got to go with the traditional way of people losing weight so they know that. When they lose weight, they lose that water weight. If they're on the program, they use that food, they lose that weight, 10 or 15 pounds, and once they stop, they blow up and they gain another 15 pounds because they're not on the program. My program is designed for you to release weight, that it doesn't come back. It does not come back because once you lose something, you're always looking for it. That's how I changed my language. I changed the think process of being obesity by changing the mind. My book is a motivational guide to releasing obesity. I don't claim to be a medical doctor. I don't claim to be a dietitian. I don't claim to be a physical therapist. I don't claim to be a physical trainer. But I do claim one thing I know for sure, that I claim that I was fat as a house and now I'm thin as a rail. And I saw what changed for me and the people that I'm working with all over the country, in my office and online, how they are releasing weight and gaining their life back. They are having smiles on their face again. My doctor and doctors are sending me their patients that they couldn't get off of being obese, and they coming and talking to me, and I am helping them reset their life with this obesity. Now, I want to tell you something that I know for sure. If you listen to me and follow the 9 steps that are in my book, you will defeat obesity and gain your life back. You cannot have a person that's 400 or 500 pounds and put them into the gym and have them start to work out. What are they going to do? They're going to hurt something. They're not going to want to come back again. These gym memberships are selling gym memberships to fat people because they know they're not going to use them.
Right.
They sign them up. They don't use them. So let's do something the right way. First thing you have to do is teach people that are obese because they're also a food addict is that they must not gain another pound. When they come and see me, I tell them the first thing we're going to do is we're going to work on and control that you don't gain another pound. Then we'll work on releasing the weight. We will start setting the mind on the right path.
That's powerful. Mr. Elder, I think we got somebody with a question here. Let me let them in. Two nine 2964, you're on. Hello?
They wanted it going on. I see that they're there and they're ready to ask me a question, but if they can't get through on the phone, they can also hit me on my Gmail at 2damnfat@gmail.com. The number 2damnfat@gmail.com. 2damnfat@gmail.com, or any platform, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. 2DamnFat, and they can reach me and ask me any question they like. Right now, I want to extend to your listeners that are listening right now, anyone that emails me during this show, I will send out a free digital copy for them to start on their journey to beating obesity. A gift from me and you to help them gain their life back, because I'm here to help people get their life back together. I want people to beat this obesity. I'm tired of people dying. I had my uncle die from obesity. I had my pastor die from obesity. I had my niece die from obesity. And I was about to die from obesity. So I am here to be a champion for the people that have been going through these weight loss programs and been failing, and they want to lose weight, but they just don't know how. I am here to help them conquer this monster. So please call in. I want to help you.
Call in right now. And to call in to this show, if you don't have it, it's 646-929-2870. Press number 1 on your phone, and you can join the conversation. Jump in right now while Mr. Elder is giving you all this priceless jewels. And Mr. Elder, also touch a little bit on these other situations that's associated with being too darn fat that people take for granted, like the high blood pressure and the other things that being overweight causes that people don't know that it has a front door access to death.
Listen, you don't die from obesity. You die from the complications of obesity. Obesity brings on high blood pressure, heart conditions, right? Diabetes,
right.
Sleep apnea. You can't move. You're tired. You're lethargic. All these things come on because you're overweight. Your body's not used to carrying around that extra weight. The body wasn't designed for that. You know that we were designed, and I tell people this, we started out as vegetarians, okay? We were not carnivores. So what I mean by that is that our body was used to a nice fit and lean diet. Now, where our lifestyle changed, we're eating processed food, we're going to drive-thrus. You tell me how in the heck can you order food at the microphone, get up to the window, and your food is done in 2 minutes, and that's healthy for you? Tell me again, how is that healthy for you? That food is being processed, microwaved, and everything else. So you know that you're doing something wrong. Just stop. Just stop. Call me. Email me. I'll help you jumpstart this weight loss program, which is not for the people who are looking to lose weight. I'm looking for people who are ready, listen to me once again, who are ready to release weight. That's the key. Are you ready? Are you sick and tired of being fat? Females and males alike, 5'1", 5'2", 6'3", 6'4". You know when you look in the mirror that you see some things that shouldn't be there, like you shouldn't be there. So call me. Let me help you get started back on your life.
Hey, and people, quit talking about you're going to do it tomorrow.
Tomorrow not promised to them. The funeral homes already know that. They've got extra large coffins out there. They got them ready. The funeral home the funeral director was walking through the mall smiling because 43% of this country is obese. And let me give you another number. 84 million people are in a pre-diabetic condition. What that means, a couple more pounds, they'll have type 2 diabetes. Stop exercising, type 2 diabetes. Don't eat the food, eating the right food, they have type 2 diabetes. Now, type 1 diabetes, you are born with that. But type 2 diabetes, I call that an elective condition because you can change that. You heard what I said at the top of the program. My sugar was 390. Now I'm 103. I'm still a diabetic, but I don't need the medicine no more. I have been taught and changed my lifestyle that I'm no longer a diabetic. No diabetic conditions. No tingling in the nerves. No going to the bathroom all the time. Nothing. The vision, beautiful. Everything came back when you do it the right way. When you do it the way it's supposed to be. Changing your lifestyle and releasing weight will always be trying to lose weight.
Yeah, and that's the hardest thing for most people to do is to change their lifestyle, especially when they come from, certain backgrounds and their families and so on and so forth, lived and ate a certain way.
Yeah, but that's, again, another excuse. I talk about in that book. Excuses, excuses, excuses. Now, we're going to take an example from my family. I was obese. My wife's not obese. My daughter's not obese. My son's not obese. My grandkids not obese. I was obese. So if my kids could have looked at me and said they wanted to be obese because they saw their parent was obese, that's another excuse. But the thing we have to do is show these kids, because I see them out there, and I know you see them out there all the time. There's some fat little kids now. Do you look around and see how big some of these kids are? They're not going out to the grocery store buying food.
Well, I do see a bunch of fat little kids out there, but wouldn't you blame a lot of that on their parents, on the food and the stuff?
That's what I'm just saying. They don't go to the store to buy the food. They don't go shopping. The parents is the one creating that. If the parents are eating garbage and they're making the kids eating garbage, we're creating another, generation of fat people. That's why I told you it's 43% of people in this country are obese. Come on now, we're doing that. We can change it. And the way to change it is you got to have a program that is designed to change your mind, a motivational guide to helping you beat obesity. Now, why is my program so successful? Because I do it the right way. I take it nice and slow. Like I said, the first thing we got to do is make sure that you don't gain another pound. Most places don't look at that. The first thing they want you to do, get on the scale. Get on the scale right now. See how much you weigh. What is the scale going to do? It's going to show you lost 10 or 12 pounds, but you didn't learn how to eat. You didn't learn how to change your lifestyle. That's why the gastric bypass failure rate is so high. They make people get into surgery. They say, okay, if you want to have the surgery, if you lose 60 pounds, we can do the surgery. They lose the 60 pounds. They get the surgery done, and then after that, what happens? They blow back up again because their stomach now is adapted to what they're eating. They eat more and more and more and more, and they blow up again. I've seen it in my own family. I've seen it with clients that I deal with because no one taught them how to reset their lifestyle or eating. We should only eat for fuel, not overeat. Well, a lot of us are overeating. Do you need to go to McDonald's and have a Whopper? I don't know which one they sell. I don't want to say the name. I just said it, but the Golden Arches and get 2 of everything? Do you really need 2? Do you need to get an extra large? Do you need to get a soda that's a liter size? Do you need a supersized fry? Do you need 3 patties on 2 pieces of bread? Do you really need that, or did you just need something just to fuel your body, get your metabolism going, just to knock off that hunger? That's what I teach people. I show them, I don't mind. You can have cookies. You can't eat the whole bag. You can't do it. We got to show you and gain your experience of how to eat again. How to eat again. I think it's wrong that we always telling kids to finish the plate. There's nothing wrong with it if the plate is the right portion size. But if you filled it over the top and told them to finish the plate, you are creating them to have a bad eating habit. Wouldn't you agree?
I certainly agree, especially on top of that when you got the wrong things for them to eat on the plate.
Yeah, parents are taking their kids to these fast food places because they're not cooking no more. It's something quick, it's cheap. The dollar menu is cheap, so they can feed a little kid for under $20 a family, and they're all set. But look at the later effects of them eating that food. The obesity, medical problems, insurance. Fat people pay more for insurance. Fat people pay more for clothes. They got to buy bigger cars. They go to hospital more than skinny people. Now, I'm not saying all skinny people are healthy, but the norm is that they're better healthy than a fat person. Now, let me tell you, I don't see a lot of fat senior citizens. How about you, Mr. Patterson? I don't see them. They don't make it.
No.
They don't make it,
Right.
but you can see a nice, healthy 85-year-old, 90-year-old lady, 93-year-old lady, and or male. They're not fat. They're thin. Fat people don't make it. And that's what I'm trying to help people understand. We can beat this obesity together if you understand how to reverse it or reset your life. That's what I want people to call in. I know you're afraid. I was the same way. The fat monster had me afraid of trying to beat him. You know, it fools you. It's like a drug addict. When you're a food addict, you're just like a drug addict, but your choice of drug is food. And I know that addiction is strong because I was there. I was 30 years of morbidly obesity. I don't know why I didn't wake up before. I don't know why I didn't listen before. But I know that God sent me this message to save my life, and he gave me a purpose to go out and save other people so they can claim that they have finally beat that obesity monster and got their life back.
And he definitely gave you a wonderful purpose because the time is now and the people need it. And for those that have just joined us, please press number 1 on your phone so you can get some of this information. The calling number is 646-929-2870. And we're talking about 2DamnFat. So America, other countries think we do too doggone fat, so you might as well call in and get some of this information. You don't want to die of high blood pressure or all them other illnesses that being overweight can cause. So call in right now, number 1. Let us hear from you. Yeah.
They calling in and listen, bro. They sitting back and they listening. They're never heard anybody talk about obesity like this, so they shocked that a person could come out and call it like it is. You too damn fat. Because usually we sugarcoat it for them. We sugarcoat it. You know, you just gained a couple pounds. You don't look too bad. You know, you just buy a larger shirt. You know, next thing I knew, the guy's buying suspenders. He's not wearing belts anymore to hold his pants up. So we've been nice to our family. We don't want to call it like it is, you know. So people just don't tell other people they fat. But they'll tell a person if they got a drug problem or they smoke too much, they go, you got to quit smoking. You should stop doing drugs, or you're an alcoholic. You should go get help. But how about a fat person? Why we don't go up to the person who's a family member, somebody we love, and tell them that they got a problem? Or do we want to wait until we have to call 911 for them because they're having a heart attack? Or we got to wait until they fall down the steps? Or if they're diabetic, we got to wait until they get their toes amputated or get their foot amputated before we say something. Why are we going to wait that long? Because people are afraid to tell them the truth.
And yeah, they're afraid to tell them the truth. They're afraid to be ridiculed. Are you mean? Are you heartless? And why did you say that to that person? You know, that wasn't nice and all those type things. But they don't know that you tell them because you cared. And if you didn't care, you wouldn't say nothing. At least I don't. If I don't care, I ain't
Absolutely. Nobody wouldn't say anything. But you don't remember, I call it visual discrimination. Now, what I mean by that, let me elaborate on that a little bit. When you are fat and people look at you, what's the first thing they're thinking? They're thinking you're lazy. They think that you're going to eat a lot. They think that you can't control or do the things that you're supposed to do. It's visual discrimination. I suffered a lot of it. I suffered it from my own family. My niece called me the number 1 fat guy. I had a kid tell me one day, he told his mother, is that fat guy going to eat me? How you think I felt?
Wow.
How you think I felt? He said, is that fat guy going to eat me? Because you know one thing, kids don't lie, clothes don't lie, and drunks don't lie. And another thing I add, and definitely mirrors don't lie. So look in the mirror and tell yourself the truth that it's time to make a change. It's time to wake up and admit to yourself that you need to start beating back this obesity. Now, when I talk about that, I want to tell you the 9 tools to beating obesity is simple when you work with me. It's very simple. The first step is this. You have to admit to yourself that there's a problem. You have to admit that. And that's one of my things when I'm counseling people. I say to them, you tried a lot of other programs. You failed because you're still big as a house. I call it like it is. Now, what is going to be different between me and you? They say, I like your language. I like what you're saying. And then I say to them, it is something going to be different between me and you. I have to look in your eye and know that you are ready. If you're not ready, no program's going to work for you. You have to be ready. Once you're ready, then I will teach you the steps to defeat obesity. You follow what I'm saying, Mr. Patterson? If you're not ready and you're still continuously wanting to be fat as a house, I can't help you. If you continue wanting to break chairs, I can't help you. If you continue wanting to pay more for your insurance and life insurance, can't help you. If you continue want to have a bad sex life, because you ain't having a great sex life when you're big as a house, so we're going to call it just like it is. If you want to continue to live like that, I can't help you. But if you want to change your lifestyle and you want to beat obesity and join my army of the 2DamnFat soldiers, I can help you with the other thousands of people that I'm helping across the country. I can help you. So call in. Mr. Patterson has me on his platform because he knows it's very important that you guys know that obesity is killing people. By the time we're finished with this program, 10 to 15 people will be dead from the complications of obesity.
Question for you, Mr. Elder. Are there other causes for obesity outside of being a food addict, such as glandular problems? Could that cause obesity as well?
Yeah, the medical side, yes, but that number is very slim. Most of obesity is elective. It's overeating. Most of obesity is elective. It's overeating. Now, I don't have any thyroid at all. Do you know what a thyroid gland does? It controls your metabolism. I had thyroid cancer in 2007, but I still released weight. I could have used that as an excuse. I didn't.
Right.
I could have used that excuse I had 6 knee operations. I didn't. I could have used that excuse I had 2 shoulder operations. I didn't. I can continue to make excuses of why I'm fat, but I need to say to myself that I need to admit to myself that I no longer want to be fat. I don't want to be fat. I'm not fat anymore. I got a new life now. I got so much energy. My family is so great. I'm helping people. I see the joy in their eyes when I'm helping them. I see when they can move better, they're walking better, and they're telling me about all the personal things that have changed for them. That brings a smile to my face. It brings a smile to my face when I can walk into a regular store and go in there and pick something off the rack and it fits. Oh, how good does that feel? It brings a smile to my face that I'm not wearing a sheet anymore. Oh, I can wear some skinny jeans. You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Patterson?
Yes, sir. Hey, I'm just laughing, and I'm laughing with you because I can hear the enthusiasm in your voice, man.
I want you to laugh with me, but I also want you to be serious. That's why I call the book 2DamnFat. If you've seen the logo, you see there's a guy up there who's looking, he's saying to you, listen, smile at me, but understand that there is a problem. I didn't want to be too offensive, but I wanted people to understand it is a problem of being fat. Come on, let's call it like it is. Let's stop sugarcoating it. I want the people out there that are listening to just go ahead, grab the phone. If you can't grab the phone, I'll make the offer to you again. You can hit me on my Gmail account, 2damnfat@gmail.com. You can hit me on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, 2damnfat, at all those platforms. Also, I'm offering a free digital copy to the people that hit me because I want them to beat this obesity. I want them to send me back and tell me that they got a success story. They released 40, 30, 50, 100 pounds. Their life is better. Oh, how their wife love them now, how their husband love them, how their kids adore them. You know my grandkids used to say to me, I know you don't want to go outside because you can't move. How bad is that? Your own family tell you can't move. They looking at you, they telling you the truth because kids tell you the truth. now that we are here at this point in our life, Mr. Patterson, and I see that you are a man that want people to learn something different, and that this is a perfect opportunity for them to release this obesity. There's ways we can do it. I know we got a few minutes left, but I want to give this information out to about my 9 tools to beating obesity, and let me see if the listeners can understand how much sense this makes. Ready? Number 1,
Great.
admit to yourself that you got a problem. Number 2, commitment goes a long way. Commit to you. Number 3, visual aids. See you. Do you understand what I mean by see you? Visual aids? Take pictures of you when you used to be skinny or smaller, whatever, and put them around you so you can look at them and start to say, I want to get back to that person. Those are visual aids. See you. Put a picture or side that this is your goal that you want to get to. Make that in your daily sight so you can see it when you wake up, see it when you're driving your car, see it when you're at work. That'll start changing the mind. Number 4, we got to re-energize you because you've been slow and lazy. I know how it is. I used to come off, get out, and go home and go sit on the couch. And where you get couch potato from. You sit right there and you eat and go to sleep on it. What's going to happen? You're not burning off that food that's supposed to use for fuel. It's just sitting there. So when it sits there, it turns to what? Fat, and it stores itself. So you get bigger and bigger. Now, 5th, we're going to try to controlling yourself. I'm going to teach you how to control yourself again. 6, steps and movements. I don't believe in exercise. I don't believe in a person who's overweight, have him go out and try to walk a mile. I believe that he needs to get up and start doing some movement. If he hasn't been walking, you send him out, I tell him to do this. Do 25 steps and take 25 steps back. The next day, add 5 more. Make it 30. But build on it because you can't have a person that's obese going out and trying to walk a mile, a half a mile, a quarter mile. Ain't no way. He'll fall over. He hasn't been doing it. Everything has to be a slow and easy process of changing your lifestyle. Now, 7, goals. What are your goals and what is your timetable? You have to put a timetable on it so you can follow yourself to see if you're achieving your goals. You got to have an idea. My goal was 1 year, 2 years. And then after that, 3 years. But my goal is a lifetime goal because I never want to be fat again. I can't stop what I'm doing. Because remember I said in the beginning of the conversation, it's a lifestyle. This is my lifestyle now. This past month, I did 3 5K walks. Now, I want to be personal with you. 5, 6 years ago, my wife went on a 5K walk with her girlfriend. You know what I did? I drove her there, waited for her to finish the walk. While I waited, I went and got something to eat and sat out in the parking lot and waited. Now I'm walking with her. That's an improvement because I did what? Changed my lifestyle. Now, 8, being selfish. Releasing weight is about being selfish because you have to take care of yourself before you can take care of somebody else. If you're not taking care of yourself the way you're supposed to, how can you take care of somebody else? When you're on the airplane, what do they tell you? In case of emergency and the mask falls down, put the mask on yourself first, and once that is secure, put it on somebody else. So the same thing with releasing obesity. Take care of yourself first, then you can help somebody else. And that's exactly what I did. I took care of myself first, conquered the obesity monster, now helping other people through your platform. So I'm glad that I am here. And 9, you have to be consistent to win this war. Simple. It's nothing difficult. Did you hear me go out there and tell you how to do a marathon? Did you hear me say that you had to count calories? Did you hear me say you got to walk around with a lunch pail? You didn't hear any of those difficult things. All you heard are common sense things that are done in a procession and in steps that can help you beat obesity. Do you have a question for me?
I think the most important thing that I heard you say, and I don't know about my listeners, but the most important thing that I heard you say, you have to first make a conscious decision that you're ready to change your life.
Absolutely. 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 I have patients 74 years old to 20, 565 pounds. I got one 530 all the way down to 200. And I see that they're ready to make a commitment. That's why I said the first thing is you got to admit to yourself that you got a problem. And then you got to admit that and then you got to commit to being ready. Those two key things. I can help anyone once we start to talk about the language and I show them the steps and the exercises to help them do this. I have that all in my book, how to get it back together. I'm going to teach you how to make it happen. I say it's easy because I've been doing it so long now, and my success rate is so great that I know I can help anyone. Right. If they're only willing to call.
What was your weight again when you started?
364 pounds.
And you 2-something now?
Right now, I don't do weight, though. Remember, I don't do weight.
Okay.
I don't keep my number on weight. I'll tell you by sizes, though. You ready for this?
Okay. Yeah.
Ready. All right. I wear extra large shirt instead of a 5X. My waist is a size 40. I already gave you my medical numbers. My sugar 103, blood pressure 106/70. So I don't concentrate. Remember, I say people get into the mindset of numbers. Remember, they get into the numbers, and then when they feel defeated if they don't reach the number. Remember, once you start exercising and steps in movement, you're gonna cut away that fat, right? And muscle is more condensed and it weighs more, but you'll look smaller. You follow what I'm saying, Mr. Patterson? So if you concentrate on that, that's the key. When I started, I bought a size. My goal now is a size 38. I was size 38 in high school. That's my goal, 38. In a large, not an extra large, but a large. So I came from 5X to an extra large, and I'm at a size 40 pants. I think I'm doing a great job. What would you say?
I would say you're doing a fantastic job because I wear extra large right now. So does it matter if I lost 125, 150 pounds? Doesn't matter. Because remember, I don't look for loss. Remember, I look for release. Right.
I released over 100 pounds. So that's what I'm looking at. That's what I want people to do. Stop thinking about the traditional ways of losing weight, but releasing weight. Buy your set of clothes that are two sizes smaller than that are two sizes smaller than you're presently wearing, and use them as your goal. Wake up in the morning and try them on. I know you won't be able to get them on, but you'll see a visual that you can see each time you keep trying to lose or release weight, they're coming up closer and closer, inch by inch, and then finally you'll be able to button them. But you got to have a goal. You got to have a plan, and that's what I'm talking about. You don't die from obesity. You die from the complication of obesity. Don't wait too long to change your lifestyle. Don't wait till they have to tell you they got to amputate your toes, cut off your foot, or put you on a sleep machine for you to sleep at night. Don't wait that long. Don't wait for them to keep increasing your medicine. Don't wait until it's too late that you're in a box, you got 6 other people carrying you. Don't wait. I'm glad I didn't wait. I mean, it took me a long time because I was hard-headed because, like I said, I was addicted. But I'm glad that I finally woke up and had my aha moment that my life is back together now. I am so glad that I finally beat the obesity monster, and I'm going to continue to beat them daily. Now, I want to get some advice out there. The holidays are coming up. The holidays are not meant for you to overeat. They're meant for you to be with your family, be happy, and enjoy the time with them. They're not meant for you to overeat and sit on the couch and fall asleep. They're not meant for that. It's meant for you to have a good time and enjoy your family because you haven't seen them all year. I tell people when this holiday season coming up, if you want to start on this journey, start cutting back a meal. If you're eating 4 meals a day, eat 1 meal a day. I mean, I know that you should only eat 4 to 5 small meals, but I'm talking to the people that are obese. They eating large meals. They eating 4 to 5 large meals. I'm talking to them because I used to be obese. Start cutting back a little bit. So when Thanksgiving comes, you'll be prepared and you won't gain any more weight. You'll start using my method of not gaining another pound. And I also like to use another method, which I call my half method. Eat half of what you're eating right now. It's easy. Whatever you're eating right now, cut it in half, put it to the side, and eat it later. That'll save you money, and it'll also save you from gaining weight. My methods are very easy and simple. I can teach them to you by the internet, on the phone, in my office. But you got to contact me at 2DamnFat@gmail.com or 2DamnFat, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or you can visit me on my webpage.
And there's no excuse, as you say, Mr. L. There's no excuse. Because I know a lot of our listeners got two nice outfits that's a size or two too small in their closet that they done told themselves that they was going to get back into. And that's as far as it goes.
Yeah, they told themselves they're going to get back into it. And it's 3 years later. Would you agree?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's still there.
Still there, sitting up there. As a matter of fact, it's out of style now. So listen, I want them to listen to this. If you really want to get on this program, I talk about this. If you got clothes that are large, don't buy any more clothes. Don't buy any more. Okay? Don't keep buying them. Once you start releasing weight, you take the old ones that are too big for you and give them away. So they'll force you to stay on this program, unless you want to go out and spend more money. I don't want you to do that. But it'll force you to stay on the program. Because if you can just go in the closet and get another set of pants or dress when you start gaining another 4 or 5 pounds, you're not going to want to release weight. So I call it putting yourself on an island. Only way you can get off that island, if you roll yourself off, right? You got to paddle yourself off. This way, if you're on this program and you don't have the big clothes to go to, you're going to try to release weight. You're going to try to stay on the program because you don't want to go out and buy more clothes. This is the whole thing of changing your mind. This is the things I talk about in my sessions. This is the thing I talk about online. This is the things I talk about doing on my Twitter page and everything else. These are the things we have to do. Why is my program so successful? Because I changed the way you're thinking. I'm a motivational guide to help them release obesity. First thing, you got to get motivated that you want to change your present state of being. You have to do that. And don't wait so long. You know why so many people fail in weight loss programs? It's 5 main reasons.
I was finna just ask you that question. How do you get them to stick with yours after they failed on so many other things?
Mine's is easy. I'm going to set them up. I'm going to support them. Here's the 5 reasons. 1, no plan. 2, lack of focus. 3, too hard. 4, no support or help. And 5, not ready. So I fix all those. My plan deals with all of those. You remember I mentioned on my 9th step, there's a plan. There's commitment. There's support. And my question is, you ready? That's why my plan works out better, because I designed the tools to help them get started. It's the steps. You have to follow the steps. You cannot jump in front of the steps to do it, because you didn't get fat overnight. You didn't wake up and all of a sudden you was 50 pounds heavier. It happened over time. So you have to release weight over time. Reverse your obesity over time. But it can be done with the proper plan, the proper focus, the proper commitment, and the proper understanding and support, which I provide. From my 2DamnFat soldiers. My 2DamnFat soldiers help each other. They help each other fight this battle, because it's going to be a lifelong battle. Because remember, I said it is a lifestyle change. This is not to do it for a couple days or 6 weeks. This is for the rest of your life.
Yes. I got it. I just hope our listeners get it. Anything, you got to change your life. You got to change the things that you do if you want to see any progress with anything.
Absolutely. I heard in the beginning, I heard you talking about scripture in the Bible. I'm going to go to touch on something real quick. In the Bible, it talked about when Jesus said he went to the town and they didn't want to listen, he said, knock the dust off your boots and keep doing what? Keep moving. So you provided a way for them, an opportunity for them. If they're not ready, you have to move and help the next person. You can't stay on a person that's not ready to be helped. You got to move on, because there's somebody else that wants your help and that needs your help. I found out in my life that you have to tell some people? No. Because if you don't, they'll drain you. You follow what I'm saying, Mr. Passion? They will drain you so you will not be able to get the blessings and the things that you need to do because they're holding you back. Another saying is, misery loves company. So, if you want to be fat and miserable still, that's your option, but we're giving you an alternative right now to help you beat obesity. And it does not cost you nothing. I offered to give you my book for free. All it costs
free,
you is
and that for the gentleman is giving you health for free, and that's a lot more than Burger King and Mickey D's is doing.
So I want to say to you again, I appreciate you having me on your platform so I can keep moving forward this word of helping people beat obesity, and I thank you for having this time set aside for me, and I hope that your listeners learn some valuable information, but the rest of the information is still here at my website, 2DamnFat.com, or like I said, visit me at those other platforms, 2DamnFat, Facebook, Gmail, Instagram, but also hit me on my email, 2DamnFat@gmail.com. I am here to help you because I have a new life back. I have new energy back. I'm ready. I am ready to enjoy the rest of my life. I'm telling the funeral director, you better keep moving. It's going to be a long time before you see me.
So it's going to be a long time before he gets you, huh?
Boy, you getting me. I told you, my doctor told me I had 5 years back in 2017. I went to him last week. He said, I don't have to tell you that no more. He said, you got your life to live. He's so proud of me. He sends me patients. He also has other doctors sending me patients. He is so proud of me because he knows firsthand the problems and the things that I had. I told you I had 30 years of morbid obesity, and I switched it. And I have the numbers and the medical records to prove it. I'm not just talking. I'm a living example. If you visit my webpage and see how big I was big as a house. I'm looking at the pictures of myself right now. Look like two different people. Two different people.
Look, and that's a constant reminder for yourself, correct?
Absolutely. I keep pictures of all my clients. I take pictures of them, and I show them how the process of them releasing weight, and they see the picture, and they go, that was me? I said, that was you, but now this is you. And that's what I want to do. I want to create a new you. I want to create a new body. But the only way we can do it is by you being able to reach out and touch me. Listen, I want to break this down on my last couple minutes here. I don't want you to go through the things that I have been going through in my past 30 years. Buying medicine, spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on medicine for no reason. Having to buy big trucks, Tahoe, Suburban so I can get into. You know what I drive now? I drive a Maxima because I can get in. I would have never bought a Maxima before because I couldn't get into it.
Right.
I couldn't get into it. I used to buy Suburbans, Tahoes, Silverados because they are big for big people. So I'm trying to tell you.
All the way to the back seat.
All the way to the back seat, stomach hitting the steering wheel. I know what it is to be fat. So I want your listeners to understand. I understand their frustration. Understand their misery. Understand their hurt. I understand their lack of focus. I understand them being afraid to call in. Understanding that I must not know what I'm talking about. I know how it is. I heard it before. I heard people being afraid. They can't believe it could be true. I heard all of it before. But I can tell you it's the truth, and I want to help you. If you can't hear it in my voice that I want to help you, then you'll keep being fooled by the obesity monster. And I like to say the obesity monster, and sometimes I break it down like this. I call him the devil. You will be fooled because the devil wants you to be fat because he know that you can't work or fight against him when you can't move. But when you're in shape, you can duck and dodge, move out the way of those arrows, get out the way. But when you're fat, you can't move. So I know it's a way to keep us down by us being fat and overweight. and I don't want to be down anymore. So anybody want to help from me, reach out and touch me. Once again, it's easy. It's 2DamnFat. Every platform, and I'm here to help you.
And that's powerful stuff. And for those that joined us late, the show will be available in its entirety in a few minutes. And Mr. Elder gave you his information, his contact information. Please reach out to us, America, because you know what them other people are talking about us, and he's giving you some jewels here, some way to get it done. So you can get out there and run with your grandkids and might be able to put on them outfits you didn't put in your closet said that you was going to put on that you ain't put on in 2-3 years. Quit lying to yourself. Get up and do something about it.
Right, you know that. You know that's the truth, though. Hey, when you get a new lifestyle back, it's like when you get that new suit, Mr. Patterson, you put it on, how you feel? You feel good, don't you?
Sure do.
So when you shed that fat suit that you have on, 100 pounds, 50 pounds, 75 pounds, 200, and you put on that new body, how you going to feel? I feel good every day. I wake up every day with a smile on my face. My wife smiles at me. My kids smile at me. My clients smile at me. My church workers, everybody smiles, and everybody says the same thing. They stop saying to me, you know what they stop saying to me? How much weight you lost? Because you know why? It's 2 years. It stopped. This is me. No more questions. Or people that haven't seen me in a while, they go, wow. Did you have the operation?
You look good. You
there
look
you
good.
go.
That comes next.
Yeah.
You look good.
So I want people out there to look good, too. Visit me on my webpage so you can see the pictures of me. I have them up there. I'm not afraid to show you how big I am. Now, if you want me to show you my medical records, if you don't believe me, I'll send them to you. I'll just take my Social Security number out. Okay? So I don't have a problem with it. I am ready to be peeled away to help people beat this obesity. I'm ready to be peeled away. They can ask me any question they want. I'm here to help them. Whatever they need, I am compassionate. This is my life mission to beat obesity. There are 43% of people in this country that are obese. 84 million people that have pre-diabetes or conditions. That is a problem.
Very much so. Well, Mr. Elder, thank you so very much for taking time out of your day to come join us and giving us your word. And hopefully our listeners will take heed to some of the stuff you're saying. They need to, instead of rushing themselves to the undertaker, because he got too much money already. He really.
They try to make them rich. The hospitals, the undertakers, the weight loss programs, the pharmaceutical companies, they making them rich. And I'm not asking to be rich. I'm telling you for free. Visit me at 2DamnFat@gmail.com, 2DamnFat.com, and 2DamnFat Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Mr. Elder, we want you to come back and join us and let us know if you're going on a book tour out somewhere so we can come out and support. And we will continue to support you on this show. And I'm going to take heed to some of your stuff, too, because I might have an outfit in there that I need to try to squeeze back into, and I need to change my habits a little bit, too. I like barbecue.
That's all, Mr. Patterson. Hit me on the side. You can get my number from the agent. I already have some dates set up. We'll have the agent send them out to you for the tour that I'm on. But just hit me up. I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you.
All right, then. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Much love, much success to you, and keep on doing what you do.
And can a player play?
All right, can a player play? We're going to keep it going. Yes, sir.
All right.
Mr. Anthony Elder, y'all, 2DamnFat, lose weight. Y'all get at him because you know you need to. Quit lying to yourself. Do yourself a favor so you can be here to listen to us next week at the same time. You know, he left you the information. Make sure you reach out and let him know that you heard it here on Can a Player Play. And thank you so much, everyone, for joining us, and we'll see you next week, same time, right here on Can a Player Play.
Yeah, old school. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, this ain't for everybody. Some of y'all need to hear this. I know you're in the trenches fighting, but check it out. I'm going to put it down like this so I can help the saints understand. Everything you're going through is all part of the master plan. Or what? You thought because you got saved, everything was going to be peaches and cream? You better wake up, son. Don't nothing come to a sleeper but a dream. Faith without works is dead. Read your Bible. You know what it said. He who don't work don't eat. Slackers don't get fed. Yeah, Jesus said, he who puts his hand to the plow looks back the same ain't fit. Some of y'all ain't been in the trenches 5 minutes and you're about ready to quit. I ain't mad at you, I'm just hitting you with the real. If you died for me and I was still tripping, now how you think that make you feel? Check this out, deep game, this here's deep, Some of y'all ain't sawing nothing but you studied trying to reach, But unto him who is able to position faultless by his glory. Struggles might be part of your testimony, but it ain't the end of the story. Now the point is this was prophesied way back in the day. Choir, sing the hook right here and see if the church can relate.
I know we can make it. I know good and well. God can work it out. He'll work it out. Work it out. Yeah, he'll work it out. I know we can make it. We can make it. I know good and well. God can work it out. Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Yeah.
Thinking not strange, the fiery trials will to try you. You say, why you? But your church say, what would Jesus do? Why you asking if he ain't trying to do what he's saying? He told you he was going to have tribulations, but you thought he was playing. 1 minute you're telling how good God is and can't nobody beat the talk. The next minute you're backsliding so fast, look like you're moonwalking. Oh yeah, I'm bitching to myself because I ain't no better. It ain't like I've been following his every word, obeying it to the letter. So we soldiers, we got to remember that. Regroup, stay on point. Yeah, bow down, confess, repent, stay humble, let him anoint. It ain't easy as I thought it was. I'd be lying if I told you that. But it's showing up getting better all the time. Trust me, that's a fact. Ain't nothing we going through that can't be handled. God put that on his son. Like they say, you can shout now if you want to, because the battle's already won. So while you're going through the valley, don't even trip. You're going to be on top. Choir, sing the hook line one more again. This time you don't stop.
I know we can make it. We can make it. I know good and well. God can work it out. Yes, he can. Yes, he can. He'll work it out. We can make it. I know we can make it. I know good and well. Oh, yeah. Yes, he can. Yes, he can. If you let him, I know good and well. He can work it out. 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 Oh, he'll work it out. Oh, I know we can make it. We can make it. God can work it out. Yes, he can. Yes, he can. He's gonna work it out for me. If you let him, I know good and well. He can work it out.
Blessed are the poor.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Yes, he can.
Blessed are those who mourn.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Yes, he can.
Blessed are the meek.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Yes, he can.
Blessed are those who hunger and thirst after righteousness.
I know we can make it. I know good and well. God can work it out. Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Yes, he can. I know we can make it. I know good and well. God can work it out. Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Yes, he can. If you let him, I know good and well. He can work it out.